Hey, good morning, everyone. Welcome to today's financial outlook. Today is November 4th, 2020. Hey, I'm Alex Jones, founder of the Financial Wealth Academy. And hey, guys, I hope that you guys are doing okay. I hope that you actually survived the election night jitters from last night. Of course, we still don't have a projection of the presidential election, who's going to be the winner. Um, but I want to come on today, guys, and I want to just talk a little bit about how important it is that we have a financial understanding and a financial outlook, and that we understand. Regardless of whoever is in the White House, we need to know how do we generate, grow, build our own personal economy. So today I'm going to be sharing information with you as it relates to information, financial information for today, some of the effects or results from last night's election, and how that might actually affect your personal economy. So again, um, depending on who wins a presidential election, who has control of the Congress, who has control of the House and the Senate, some of those things are obviously going to have an effect on your personal economy. So our job is to understand how it's going to affect you, what each might mean, and how you begin to maneuver in order to make sure that regardless of whoever is in the White House or controls the government, that your personal economy does not suffer. So let me just share with you. First of all, if the Democrats are able to take over, if Vice President Biden is able to win, it likely means a bigger stimulus check for you. The Democrats have been pushing for a bigger stimulus spend, somewhere around 2 trillion, $2+ trillion, and the Republicans have been doing something closer to 1 trillion. So if the Democrats are able to take control of the office of presidency, and if they're able to really control some of the levers in the House, if they're able to take over the House and the Senate, we are likely to see a bigger stimulus check. All right. So that's one thing that you're likely to see. Another thing that may be good news for some of you is if you happen to have student loans. If you happen to have student loans right now, the Democrats have been pushing as a part of the economic plan. They have been pushing for some forgiveness of student loans. So whether those student loans be fully forgiven, if you work in certain sectors. I know if you work with certain nonprofit or governmental agencies, you may be eligible for being able to have your loan actually forgiven. I know that's somewhat of the policy right now. The difficulty has been that the education secretary, they have really been not accepting or not approving a decent number of those requests to have their student loans forgiven because they have worked in certain nonprofit or certain agencies for the last 10 years. And right now, they are not really doing a good job as it relates to approving those. Student loan forgiveness. So if the Democrats actually win or are able to take over, we are more likely to see some portion of your student loans actually forgiven. All right. Let me also say that Florida last night voted for a 15% minimum wage, $15, excuse me, minimum wage increase. That was last night. They actually voted to have that passed, but it won't go into effect until 2026. And guys, let me tell you that is, just, ridiculous. If people actually need to make $15 now, by 2026, that minimum wage would need to go up to $18 to keep up with the cost of inflation. So, it's a little bit of a win. Legislators, politicians like to kind of give you a little bit of hope, but then kind of take it back a little bit. But hey, it is what it is. They voted, Florida voted for a $15 minimum wage, but it won't go into effect until 2026, which means that it actually should be $18 an hour by 2026 just to keep up with inflation. But in any case, so today, guys, I want to talk a little bit about the economy and the stock market. The economy, a lot of times people talk about, oh, the economy is doing great. The economy is doing great. I want to just kind of just say, hey, there's a difference between the economy and the stock market. Let me just share with you, the stock market has been doing really well up until the election, okay? Usually, if there is some uncertainty, if the stock market is sensing that the candidate that they really don't want to be in office, if that particular candidate is starting to get ahead and starting to move ahead, then a lot of times we can start seeing the stock market drop off, where we start seeing the stock market, the stock index start to go down and plummet. Well, for the last few days, Monday and Tuesday of this week, the stock market has been doing pretty good. Today, the stock market is actually up about 500 points, which, what does that mean? What that actually means and what it says is you really, it really doesn't matter to the stock market, to investors, actually which person is in office. They are feeling very good and very comfortable with the election results, how things are looking so far. And they're actually saying, hey, if Biden wins, great. If Trump wins, cool. We're fine. The stock market hates uncertainty. And when they start seeing a lot of uncertainty in the markets, in the political realm, you'll start to see it in the stock market. And like I said, the stock market has been doing really great. So I think that is a good thing, a good outlook going forward. And it really says, you know what, there's nothing to be afraid of. There's nothing to fear as it relates to the stock market. We're good with either one. All right. Now, again, with the Democrats wanting to give a bigger stimulus package, then that actually could be much better for the economy, right? Which means much better for the stock market. In fact, analysts have been saying that if the Democrats are able to take over the presidency and the Congress, that's actually going to be better for the economy than if there's a divided Congress or if Trump stays in office. All right. Now, here's the issue. Here's the issue, though. And here's what really is important for you guys to listen and to understand. What is really important is you want to position yourself that no matter who is in the office, that your personal economy doesn't suffer, that your personal economy continues to grow no matter who's in office. So let me just say, Forbes said that 55% of Americans actually are directly invested in the stock market, or they are indirectly invested by 401ks, okay, 401k programs. Now, that means, why is that important? That's important because that means only 55% of the population is actually in a position to be able to get the upside. Only 55% of Americans are actually in a position because they are invested in the stock market. When the stock market does well, they are the 55% of Americans are the ones who are actually positioned in order to benefit from the growth of the stock market. And guys, that is something that must change, and it has to change. Okay, let me just go even further to say, for For African Americans, for Black Americans, that number is even lower. Only 33% of African Americans are directly or indirectly invested in the stock market. And so that simply means that we are not positioning ourselves to take advantage of investment, take advantage of growth, take advantage of opportunities that allow us to generate passive income or allow us to build wealth. And guys, that is so important. So if we are having a difficult time, right, getting qualifying for mortgages or purchasing homes and houses, which is a cornerstone of building wealth, if that avenue is something that we're not taking advantage of like we should, and if only 33% of African Americans are invested in the stock market, guys, that leaves us in a very, very tight spot in terms of actually being able to create passive streams of income or being able to build wealth, which is the reason why I wrote this book, um, The Money Rules for Black America: How to Beat the System, Build Wealth, and Leave a Legacy for Your Family. Guys, the link is below. You want to make sure that you grab your copy of this ebook. I walk through and break it down very simply, very easily. It's only 11 rules. Guys, if you're able to follow these 11 rules, you will start to increase your income. You're going to build wealth, and you're going to be able to leave a legacy for your family. These are the same rules that have allowed me to retire early and be able to do what I'm doing, which is share that information with you to help you grow your income and build wealth and build a legacy. So if you haven't done so, go to the link below, grab a copy of this book in the comments section below. It will certainly walk you through the important things the absolute important things you need to know in order to grow your income, build wealth, and leave a legacy for your family. So that's why I wrote that book. All right. So there you have it, guys. That's today's financial outlook. Again, the stock market hasn't has actually responded very positively in terms of the results of the presidential election. They're feeling really, really good about what's going on. They're actually saying, "Hey, we're good either way, whether the Democrats are in office or the Republicans are in office. We're feeling pretty good." All right, and that's evidenced by the fact that the stock market has gone up about 500 points on today. Again, you can look for, if Democrats are able to take over, bigger stimulus checks. You're looking forward to that. You're going to be looking forward to keeping Affordable Care Act in place. You're going to be looking forward to that. And you're probably going to be able to get some form of student loan forgiveness at some point. So those are some good things to look forward to. Those are some good things to be excited about. But I'm going to be, like I said, sharing information, and that's what my channel is all about. I'm always sharing information, tools, and resources to help you build your income, build your wealth, so you can leave a legacy. So let me just share with you tonight, 7:30 Eastern Time, 7:30 Eastern Time, I'm going to be sharing with you how to get started in growing your own personal economy, regardless of who's in the White House. So you're going to want to make sure that you stay tuned for tonight, 7:30 p.m. I'm just looking forward, and I'm excited about all the good news and all the good things that are happening. Like I said before, if you know exactly how to take care of your own personal economy, it doesn't matter who is in the White House. You'll be able to meet the challenge, you'll be able to grow, and you'll be able to prosper no matter. So, all right, guys. So there you have it. Take a look at this fantastic ebook, uh, Money Rules for Black America. You want to definitely click the link below, get your copy of this fantastic ebook. And you want to join me tonight, 7:30 p.m. Eastern. I'm going to be sharing with you how to get started growing your own personal economy. All right. So take care, guys. God bless you. See you this evening.